finally stop apologizing for existing. My dad found out mom cheated when I came out with the wrong color eyes. Green, like the neighbors. The whole family had brown eyes for 3 generations. And there I was, this green-eyed proof of mom's mistake with Mr. Garrett from 2 houses down. Dad made her take a DNA test when I was 6 months old. He framed the results and hung them in the kitchen, right where everyone who visited could see. Not the biological father, in bold letters. He stayed for appearances. That's what he told people at church, at work, at family gatherings. He'd say it right in front of me, like I wasn't even there. I grew up without a name in my own house. Dad called me it, that, or the bastard when mom wasn't around. When she was, he just wouldn't speak to me at all. 17 years of silence. He'd talk through mom like I was deaf. Tell it dinner's ready. Ask it to move its car. Christmas was the worst. He'd buy mom expensive jewelry, lavish gifts. For me, he'd leave a $20 bill on the counter with a sticky note for the bastard. Every birthday, same thing. $20, same note. I kept them all in a shoebox under my bed. The Garretts moved away when I was 7. The night before they left, Dad made me watch from the window as he spray painted homewrecker on Mr. Garrett's driveway. Made me stand there for the whole thing. This is what happens to families because of you, he said. I was 7 years old. At school events, he'd show up just to make a point. Sat in the back at my middle school graduation with a newspaper held up in front of my face. When they called my name, he didn't lower it. At parent-teacher conferences, he'd introduce himself as the cuckolded husband and explain my real parentage to my teachers. By high school, I stopped telling him about events. When I was 14, I needed glasses. Mom was at work, so Dad had to take me. He told the optometrist, loud enough for the whole waiting room to hear, that I probably needed them because bad genetics from God knows where. When we got to the car, he made me sit in the back. I don't want people thinking you're mine, he said. The worst happened when I was 15. I'd been saving money from tutoring kids in math, hiding it in my locker at school. Dad found out I had a job and demanded the money for rent. When I refused, he changed the locks on the house. Mom was visiting her sister for the weekend. I slept in the backyard shed for 2 nights before a neighbor called the cops. Dad told them I was a runaway who kept coming back. It took mom coming home early to get me back inside. But here's what really fucked me up. I found a letter in Dad's desk when I was looking for my birth certificate for my driver's permit. It was from Mr. Garrett to Dad, dated a month after I was born. A check for $50,000 was paperclipped to it. The letter said it was for Maddie's future and begged Dad to use it for my college. The check was never cashed. Instead, Dad had written, "Return to sender, keep your guilt money," across it in red Sharpie. $50,000. He'd rather see me struggle than touch money meant to help me. Senior year, I got into my dream college with a scholarship for creative writing. I'd done everything myself. Applications, essays, fee waivers. I didn't even tell them until the acceptance letter came. I waited until dinner. Put the letter next to Dad's plate. He read it, then looked at Mom. "You're not using my information for financial aid." "I don't need it," I said. "Mr. Garrett's been putting money in an account for me. Mom's been returning his checks, but he kept the account anyway. It's in my name only." He called on my 18th birthday to tell me. Dad stood up so fast his chair fell over. He grabbed the acceptance letter and tore it into pieces. Then he looked at Mom. "If it goes to that school, you go with it." Mom started crying. "Choose," he said, "your husband or your bastard." She chose him. She always chose him. I left that night with 2 garbage bags of clothes and my laptop, but not before I did one thing. I found Mr. Garrett through Facebook. He lived 3 states away, alone. His wife had left him after the affair came out. He'd never remarried, never had kids. When I called him, he cried. Said he'd been waiting 18 years for that call. "I loved your mother," he said, "but I think I loved the idea of you even more. The daughter I never got to know." He helped me figure out college. Drove 5 hours to move me into my dorm. Shows up for parents' weekend. Calls me every Sunday just to ask about my week. Mom texts sometimes. Never about what matters. I heard from a cousin that Dad makes her sleep in the guest room now. That he brings up the affair every single day. That he hung up a calendar in the kitchen, marking how many days it's been since the betrayal. It's been 6,840 days. He updates it every morning.